guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a tattoo tour for you guys. Yes, arms. Yes, I have very fat arms. That's just the way God made me. I'm a chunky monkey. So 90% of my arm tattoos are shit because I started getting tattoos when I was 16 and I started on my arms and I'm just stuck with what to cover them with or money to get them lasered, but I will chat about that as I go along. So let's start off with my fingertips. You can't really see because they're very faded, but on my fingertips I have red rum, which is from The Shining. It's one of my favourite horror films. I know it's very cliche and I know a lot of people have red rum tattooed on them, but I really like it. The R on this one has faded considerably and I really need to get it gone over, but they were really painful. Next I have a little green heart on my ring finger. I got this done in my lunch break when I worked at Primark. I was having a really stressful day at work and I was like, I need a tattoo. I need a tattoo. And I phoned around some tattoo shops on my break and one of them squeezed me in and I got it done. That's one of my favourites actually. I forget I have it. But I just think it's really cute. Next, I have my unicorn. This is a matching tattoo with my best friend. She has the same tattoo on, I think, this finger, but hers is different colours. So next I have this kind of weird pattern on my hand. I actually saw a picture on Google of like half a mandala on someone's hand in the same sort of placement. Kind of like what I have on this hand, but I got this one first. And I really liked it, and this was my first hand tattoo, so I wanted something kind of big and bold, but also not so in your face. So like when my hand is like this, you can't see it, and then you can only really see it when my hand is that way. Next I have this under it. This is actually a cover-up. Under it I had another bow. I really like that bow because you had my hand like this and it was a bow, and then I could go like that and it was a crab. Like, that was totally unintentional. I didn't like it enough to keep it because I got it gone over. I much prefer it now. Next I have a cute rose with cobwebs on, which I actually found on DeviantArt. I do not like to take other people's tattoos or designs without asking, and unfortunately I was young and stupid and I did take this one without asking, and I feel like an absolute asshole for doing it because I don't think you should steal other people's work, and I'm sorry if this was your design. I'm really sorry. I will get something added to this. I want the purple gone over a lot more, make it a lot more unique, a lot more less stolen. This was a DIY, well, under this was a DIY tattoo from my friend in college. She bought a tattoo machine off the internet and she used to practice on me. Don't ever do that. Don't ever, like, I will say this till the day I die. If you want to be a tattoo apprentice, start from the bottom. You have to, like, you don't use a tattoo machine until you are training or you are qualified. Please just do not buy tattoo guns off the internet. And so I got it gone over by a professional. I think the same time I got this done. I think I got them both done in the same day. Next I have an hourglass with roses. This is all a cover-up of a Donnie Darko tattoo I had, and there was a bird cage under there with some birds, which, fun fact, was actually which was actually a design I got off some wrapping paper from Primark. I really loved the bird cage and I changed it slightly and moved the birds about, and then I got it tattooed on me. Weirdo. What else have I got? A Cinderella necklace. It's a gold coloured cameo with the Cinderella carriage in and beads, like kind of rosary style beads all the way down. On my wrist I have a Coraline button with a needle and thread. Under it, I don't think you can see. My arm is really aching. For someone with fat arms, they're not very strong. Somewhere in there is the outline of a really skanky DIY heart that was done by the same person who did the tattoo under this. Again, it was another skanky tattoo night we had. Oh, I can't believe I was so stupid. Next to it is a star, which was also done by the same person who did the heart and the cherries. I forget I've got that because I would like that gone over. So what happens when you have a lot of tattoos? You forget what you got. So next I've got my doll joints. I always wanted doll joints. And I searched online, and you could only really find the kind of ball joints that dolls have, like what Barbies have. I really liked that, but I wanted something a lot more subtle. Please, and drew these myself. I cannot draw, and they are very, very simple, just shading a bolt, and I have them on the back too, and they are on both arms. You know, I drew them myself and somebody did steal them, so I know what it's like to have your tattoos stolen. Even if it is a generic few lines, you know, it's not nice. So moving up, I have a sewing machine. Under this was a tattoo of Emily Strange. I think that was possibly the second tattoo I ever had. I was a big Emily Strange fan. It was a time where she was like very big. I had loads of the clothes, and because my name was Emily, it just made it that little bit more like, oh, I want a tattoo. There was actually 3 of us, 3 girls. We were all called Emily, and 2 of us had Emily Strange tattoos, and the last one never got hers. I guess she was the smartest out of all of us. I did have her lasered off light enough to have it gone over. Moving around, I have a seahorse pin cushion, which was done at the Tattoo Tea Party convention a few years ago. I kind of almost wanted it to look like a bruise because it was a pin cushion. Da, 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 da. This is one of my favourite tattoos. It says Fragile. It just says Fragile. It's from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. There is one scene where Salem the cat just goes, thank God it's Fragile. And it's like what me and my partner call Friday now. We say Fragile. It became a running joke, and we went to Yarmouth one day and I was like, gonna get Fragile tattooed on me. She was like, no, you're not. You're not. If you do, I will totally pay for it. And I was like, right, now I'm doing it. So that's how that came about. He needs no explanation. I love my little Ralph. Where am I going? Up here? Let me turn around. Up here I have a mouse who is off to market. He has a bindle and a little hat and a cheese sandwich. And then around the back here, if my fat arm will turn, I have some scissors. I was originally going for like a whole sewing theme because I used to love sewing. I still do, I just don't have much time for it at the moment. And then moving up, I have a poison bottle. It was a Halloween tattoo. A lot of tattooists around here do Halloween deals. It's like either 13 quid or 31 quid for one of their designs, and I got this done a couple of years ago. Up here is a cobweb on my shoulder, which was like maybe the 3rd or 4th tattoo I ever got. I used to wear like strappy tops all the freaking time, and I just wanted a nice big cobweb on my shoulder. I wanted it a lot bigger, but I was young and stupid and I didn't have a lot of money. I got what I could afford, which was really stupid. I should have just saved and got a better one. Oh, and last but not least, I have a number 7. This is kind of an in-joke with me and Ben. He has the same tattoo in the same place. When we first started going out, and after we said I love you to each other, it became a running joke, like, how much do you love me? How much out of 10 do you love me? And I'd just go, meh, 7. On a good day, 7. So it just became a joke that we loved each other 7 out of 10, because I don't know, yeah, it just became a joke and we ended up getting a tattooed on us. That's what we're like, we're stupid, but we're funny stupid. So that's that arm done. Quite nice to go through my old tattoos because I don't really notice them. I'm more focused on my legs now. My legs are where like my favourite tattoos are because I got them done when I've been older and I've had a bit more money and experience. So I've been able to put a lot more thought into my tattoos. I've got a lot of gaps that I need going over. I need something there, and there, and there. So many gaps. This is the bad arm. Like I say this, like there's more tattoos I like on this arm than there is on this one, and you'll see why. Starting at my fingers, I have a rune stone. I originally got this for a game. Did any of you play the game Gauntlet on PS2? It was like my favourite game and I was obsessed with it. And this little roleplay game, and you play this little, I was Green Archer. Green Archer has gained a level. And it was, the whole game you would just walk around and collect things and shoot the zombies, and it was such an awesome game. And you collect runes, and I just wanted something to represent my old love of this game. Moving up, I have a dripping moon. I love moons. I think there's just something really lovely about moons. I don't think you can see on my camera, but it was actually done too deep that the ink bled. When tattoos are pushed down too hard, the ink kind of spills out. It's the sign of a not very good tattooist. I went to an apprentice to have this done, which, you know, apprentices can be amazing, and she did a pretty good job. It's just she pushed down a little bit too hard. So around it I have a very slight blue finger. Apparently to get that away I do have to have laser removal, so I've just never bothered. And then grow big. I am 4'11", so I got a little Mario bigger mushroom just in case I ever need it. I don't know. Moving up my arm, I have my 3/4 of a mandala. I think mandalas are just such a beautiful design, and they mean so many different things, and I love them. And this one has hearts all the way in it. I need to get it gone over a bit here because the ink's come out a little bit. I love it so much. Moving up, I have this swan from one of my favorite artists called Camille Rose Garcia. She just does loads of cute, creepy, weird art. She did a piece called Sweet Tooth, which is like a tooth, but he's not sweet. And I really want to get that tattooed on me. Moving around, I have a tattoo I am very ashamed of. I have Ben's name tattooed on me with a little Mickey Mouse heart. I don't like name tattoos. I have my daughter's name tattooed on my leg, but I feel like that's different because she came out of me, so, and I love her name. I think it's so beautiful. When I got Ben's name tattooed on me, we'd been going out for a couple of years, and I think it was kind of like an insecurity thing. It was like, I'm gonna get your name because then you can't leave. I am gonna get it covered up. Ben doesn't mind. He has my name tattooed on him, on his wrist, on his hand, and his is at the bottom of a sleeve, so you don't notice it as much. I don't mind having his name on me, but I'd rather have tattoos that only he and I get, like the Frigile and the Seven, and we've got rib tattoos together. So I will be getting that covered at some point. Next on my wrist around here, I have Tim Burton's Roy Toxic Boy. Tim Burton released a book like years ago, and it was like all stories of these freaking awesome characters that he had created, and Roy Toxic Boy was just my favorite. And there was like Pincushion Queen. I was actually gonna get her tattooed on the middle of my chest at one point, and I'm really glad I didn't because I now have a beautiful chest piece. So moving on, I have Flotsam and Jetsam from Little Mermaid. I just freaking love that film. On the side of my my arm, I have a Alice in Wonderland heart. It says eat me, drink me, and it's got the little bottle, it's got the cookie, it's got roses, and it's this big heart. I actually won this tattoo here in Ipswich like many years ago when we had big rock nights. Every Halloween they would do best costume won a free tattoo, and I won it like 3 years in a row, and this was one of the tattoos that I got for the go me. Moving around, I have Snow White's Poison Apple. The ink in this one is very blotchy because I am allergic to red ink. Not this one, it's like a certain brand of red ink. This is the first red tattoo I got where I noticed it was not healing right, and it's still very patchy and a bit like, it's very smooth, like there is nothing there, but it looks like it's bumpy. Moving around, I have a Trick or Treat tattoo and Doll Face. I'll talk about these two together. Doll Face was what I used to get called in high school, and it just became like a cute kind of nickname, like, oh, Doll Face, like kind of. Now I get called it at work by the dirty old man, and I'm just like, don't call me that. And then this is from one of my favorite horror-y, thriller-y, funny comedy films ever. It's called Trick or Treat, not or treat, or treat. And it is the lollipop that Sam has. And I'm currently having this lasered off. I haven't had any sessions for a little while because it's so expensive. And then I'm gonna get Sam's face behind here, like a big round Sam face, and I'm gonna get this gone over, and I'm gonna make a proper like trick or treat scene, and I'm so excited to do that. Moving up, I have my other doll joints, and then we come to this monstrosity that I am very seriously considering just blacking out. I have a Sleeping Beauty tattoo here. I think you can tell it's Sleeping Beauty, but it just doesn't look like her. It doesn't look enough like her that I would keep it. I don't know what these purple lines are. On the picture I took in to my tattooist that I no longer go to, it was purple spirals behind her, and I don't even know what he ended up doing there. The squirrel's kind of cute though. I don't mind this. I don't like it and I don't hate it. It is Maleficent. It's not terrible. I just think if I was gonna get a Maleficent tattoo now, I would get a better one. And it's very, very old, so it's done well considering it's so old. And then on the back of my arm, believe it or not, this is Maleficent as a dragon. Again, very young, very stupid. I went to actually a fantastic tattooist who now works in Colchester and is like one of the best tattooists in the UK. He travels around, he's won so many damn awards. I will not name and shame him, but you know, he had some pictures up on his laptop at the time showing me like Maleficent as a dragon and she was black, and he asked if he could add some blue in there just to make it pop out a bit more. And then when he was done, this is what I had, and he like, that's not her, is it? That's not Maleficent. That's just not Maleficent. Yeah. And then we come on to this. I don't know where to start with this. I don't know why I even still have this tattoo. So this is a cover-up of a cover-up. My old best friend and I, when we were 16, we got matching tattoos. And we got this heart, and mine said Maggot under it because that was his nickname. He was freaking obsessed with Slipknot and I used to call him Maggot. And then he got the same heart with stitches because being like a 16-year-old goth girl, that was my nickname. Now I'm an old goth girl and my name is Boo. And then we fell out and we actually haven't spoken in years and years, and it's really sad. When I was about 18, I got it covered up with this spiky band. It was like all this outline, but this wasn't coloured in. It was like just the outline. I don't know why I did that because you could obviously still see Maggot. It was almost like I just framed Maggot. It was really strange. My ex decided to design me a tattoo, and he designed this heart thing, pumpkin-y thing. It was supposed to be like a darker version of Snow White's Poison Apple, which I do not see. And then I had like the band coloured in, and I just, to be honest, it just got worse and worse, and I ended up just ignoring it, hoping it would go away. And all these years later, it has not gone away, and it is still there. So that's it. That is the tour of my good and bad arm tattoos. If you have any ideas at all what I could do with this whole top of my arm, please do let me know. I am very, but seriously considering blacking it out. I was thinking maybe leaving flower shapes in it and then blacking the rest out and maybe colouring the flowers in. I don't know. I'm trying desperately to think of something. Do you guys have any arm tattoos that you regret? It just sucks that they're on my arms because I have my arms out for work and I can't hide this. I can't hide this monstrosity. But that's it, guys. Thank you for watching my arm tattoo tour. Some of them are bad, aren't they? Some of them are bad. Most of them are bad. That's why I love my leg tattoos so much now, because they're so much nicer. I'm like, look at my leg tattoos, don't look at my arm ones. Thank you so much for watching my skanky arm tattoo tour. I've done legs one, but in a year or so I'll do an updated one because I'm getting more. I might do another video soon of like my head to my stomach tattoos, like all this section. Because I haven't done them in a video. I am gonna shoot off. Yeah, I will see you very, very soon with another video. Much love and stay weird.